Good morning, Scorpios. It is Wednesday, December 10th, and I'm Kat. This is Tarot with Kat. This will be your weekly tarot reading for the week of December 10th through the 17th. Welcome to my channel. If you have not done so yet, please take a second and smash that subscribe button. It's totally free, and my first 500 are going to get a free membership. So welcome. All right, a quick astrological overview before we lay out this general tarot spread. So this will be a general spread in a traditional Celtic cross, and so I find the most powerful energy comes from giving like a good astrological overview of what's going on. So December 11th, tomorrow, Thursday, the full moon in Gemini. Conversations are going to peak, revelations are going to surface, and dual perspectives are going to demand integration. Also, on December 11th, Mercury is going to return to Sagittarius. So that's going to give us expansive thinking, blunt honesty, and adventurous communication this week. Also on December 15th, we have Mars entering Capricorn, which means energy is going to turn serious, strategic, and focused on long-term goals. Our overall theme for everyone is to build a bridge between this inspiration we've been having and structure. When you've had these tower moments, you've got to rebuild. You've got to put that structure in place, and so that's where our focus has to be now, is to build sound structures moving forward. So what is spoken must now be acted upon with discipline is our demand for this week. Now let's see what the tarot has to say for you, shall we, Scorpio? This is the reading for Scorpio for the week of December 10th through the 17th. I'm back to using my Centennial Smithwaite deck because, one, I like that it has Pam Pixie's name on it. Two, it's in a lot better shape than my old Rider deck, which I realized after making my big deck video, which you must check out at the end, that my original deck I'm using is almost 40 years old. So it's a little worse for the wear. So we will be using this deck, which is linked in the description. And you are coming out, Scorpio, with this beautiful Ten of Pentacles this week. You're being crossed as your challenge obstacle awareness by the Judgment card. Down here in your subconscious tool shed is the Knight of Swords. In your immediate past, you've got the Magician. Crowning you, you've got the Fool. Oh my gosh. Wow. Crowning you, you have the Fool. Stepping into your immediate future around after December 15th, 8 of Cups. Not surprising when you have the Judgment card. Then you and your environment this week, King of Cups. Your environment around you, a 10 of Wands. Then your hopes and fears sector has this 5 of Pentacles. And then your final potential outcome, Scorpio, is this beautiful Queen of Cups. So before we get any deeper into this reading, I'm going to pull one more card, which will be our clarification or confirmation card. Now, I've swapped out my holographic deck that I've been using up to now with my Arcanum deck. And again, stick around to the end of this video and check out my 2-minute short big deck collection video to see more about the decks that I use. But this is a great deck for learners. Its illustrations are beautiful and based off the traditional Rider-Waite, which most tarot people first learn are familiar with. And it gives all the uprights and reversals. So it's very helpful for learning those reversals. So we are going to find one of these to be hidden until the end of our reading. I think it's that one right there. And then we will read it either upright or reversed, and it will give us further clarification on this reading here. All right. So you are coming up, Scorpio, with this gorgeous 10 of Pentacles this week. So it's a 10. So it's a new beginning. It's starting generational wealth. It's family. It's like the crops that keep going, it's the investment that keeps giving returns, is the 10 of Pentacles, which is fabulous for you. I feel like there's beautiful things starting to happen for you, especially with this Magician and Fool up here. Okay, so with wonderful things happening for you. I'm not at all surprised to see you crossed by judgment as your challenge, obstacle, awareness. I'm sure it's your challenge right now, and an awareness. If it's both, because you must be aware. If you are seeing this success, then you must be aware that you must cut away things that are hindering that success or standing in the way of your right path. And so that's judgment. And so you also have the 8 of Cups in your near future. So you're taking judgment on things right now this week, which is why because you're trying to create this generational wealth. So you're necessarily exercising judgment and having to walk away from some really powerful things in your near future here around mid-December, probably relationships or things like that used to really satisfy you that you're going to have to walk away from. So you bring him with you down in your subconscious tool shed, this Knight of Swords. He's one of the swiftest of the knights, often rushing in. It can represent hastiness, and be careful of your words when this shows up. This is somebody who can sometimes speak before they think, leap before they look. In particular with swords, it's more like speak before you think. So when you have this, when you're bringing this Knight of Swords, this is somebody who often wants to rush in and take charge, be the first to speak their mind in a conversation and stuff. And you're bringing some of that energy with you in your subconscious tool shed as part of you. I mean, on the one hand, sometimes that swift decisiveness can come in handy and be a good thing, but just be aware of it. Be wary to not abuse it, okay, or have the negative aspect of that card. So the Magician is coming out of your immediate past. He's our first major arcana, so another 1. So I said you're the 1. The Ten of Pentacles is a 1. It's a 1 plus a 0, which is a 1, which is a new beginning. And so that is the Magician. That's that spark, that very first spark. After the Fool, you are the Fool. The Fool is always us, and he's in your crown. So you are the Fool, and you've had this spark. It's just this spark. It's not even an inspiration yet. That comes more from the High Priestess who's next, but it is that spark. And it also tells you have all these tools at your tool chest, and you are now wanting to manifest something. That's that first desire. And you're stepping out of that in your immediate past in November, December, maybe even further back, I think. Astrologically speaking, this is a general reading. This could even be going back as far as at least till the summer or even years before. This Magician moment, this seems to be, you're always kind of, it's there and you're waiting for it to manifest. In your crown, it's reminding you that you are the Fool. This is blind hope, not blind hope. This is optimism. This is pure optimism. This is pure, and it can be blind hope. It can be a cautionary card because he's about to step off a cliff, but it's faith and inspired, like it's being excited about something new, and it's pure, like I said, pure optimism. It's the beginning of before the journey has even begun, and you don't even know what you don't know, but you got a little companion, and yeah, there are dangers, but you are so optimistic and hopeful in your crown. You're stepping into an 8 of Cups. So again, not surprising since you have Judgment crossing you that there's an 8 of Cups, because 8 of Cups is the card of walking away from things that used to be quite satisfying and rewarding to you on a deep level. It can be walking away from relationships, friendships, addictions. You are going to be judging things in your life this month in December and doing some of that, walking away from certain things. You and your environment are feeling like this King of Cups. So again, very in tune with your intuition. It's got this water flowing down along here. He's a king, so he's in control and he's in charge, but he's also in touch with his feelings and his emotions and his creativity, his creative side. And he's very intuitive, but he's also looking toward the future with that and taking that into his future, that connection, that heart connection. Your environment's giving you a bunch of wands. 10 wands. Again, another 10 though. Look, it's a beginning. It's a 1. It's a 1 and a 0. It's a 10. So it is another beginning. You're wrapping things up and around you right now in your environment, which is in your probably your current job and current affairs and stuff. Lots to do. Be careful not to get burnt out. You're totally up to it. He's like, totally, this is a card of I'm wrapping it up because we're starting something new. He's going off to build his new tower, is what he's doing with all that wands. Going to take all that work and going to build something new. You do have a fear. I'm sure it's a fear. This is your hope and fear sector, but I'm sure this is a fear, is this 5 of Pentacles. 5s are very off balance, off-putting, loss. And this 5 of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold. I feel like you're embarking on a journey. You got these beautiful pentacles. You're judging things in your life, cutting things away, and you want to embark on something new. But you fear, if you do that, you fear you might be somehow left out in the cold. You're never alone. You got people with you. You're not going to be left out in the cold. This is a card where it feels like everybody else is getting recognition, but not me. And this is going on in your fears section right now. Final potential outcome is the Queen of Cups. Again, super in touch with her intuition. She's got her toes in the flowing water. You've got the King of Cups. You are the King of Cups down here. Final potential outcome, Queen of Cups. She cherishes love, connection, emotion, creativity. She's fertility. She's fulfillment and joy and satisfaction. So yeah, that's a kind of nice potential outcome too there. All right, we now, Scorpio, are we on Scorpios? We are on Scorpio already. Wow. All right, Scorpio, what could our clarification card be? And more importantly, will it be reversed? We've had so many reversals this week. Illusion. It is upright. It's the moon card, upright. It's beautiful. I like the picture. I love the painting on this one. It's very pretty. It shows this lunar eclipse of the sun, and it's just beautiful, but it's like paths unknown and the moon card, illusions. So it says that on our Arcanum card, it says things are not as they appear. Subconscious patterns and hidden emotions may be at play. So you're thinking, so that also sometimes is cups, these deep emotions. And that would be the Queen of, this is explaining the Queen of Cups, because she's a queen kind of, whereas the Queen of Wands is very straightforward, or would let knees spread, looking you like straight on more. This Queen of Cups is very much looking off to the side. She's got her toes in the water. She's very deep in her emotions. Queens are the ones in charge of looking backward at the past and healing the past. So she kind of ponders, and she's all about intuition. And so I think this is a confirmation of that Queen of Cups up there. And also the Fool. He's got all this water here. He's stepping into he knows not what, just like the Moon card. It's paths unknown. He's about to go venture off with all these scary things, just like on the Moon card. So that can also be further confirmation of the Fool up here, I believe. Upright, it is subconscious, obscured, and distortion. So be careful though, Fool, as we're stepping and hopefully, working on this beautiful manifestation here, that we're also getting grounded in reality and structure, and building those things are really important, is super important right now. All right. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please gently tap that thumbs up. It really helps my channel a lot. Be one of my first 500 subscribers to get a free membership. Check out my big deck collection video, and I'll see you next week, Scorpio.